Blessed.
I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. For you, I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord, You've been so long. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't from Eddie Dibia. Tell me cause you are Mojo, Namanunga Shamikirama. Tell me cause you are Mojo, Namanunga Shamikirama. Indeed, Miss Rock, and I do Bombiara. Miss Rock, and I do Bombiara. Anonima Kucham, Anima Kucham. Nanimu anije, Ninu nasina metina. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. For you, I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. Can just like David did. We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord, Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi gwanko biane mabanke se yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. For you, I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Praise, go down on your knees. I'm your soft girl and fight for your man. There's no need for facts and formulas. Say prayer is the only key that you need. Prayer is the only key that you need. Prayer is the only key that you need. That you need. That you need.
No. Did I hear you say Eve stood between evil and the life of her husband? No. I don't know the Bible that well, but I know it enough to know that it was Eve who got Adam to eat the forbidden fruit.
Wow, sure. The Bible. So one Sunday school. No! Eve prevented Satan from dealing directly with Adam. Have you wondered what would have happened to God's creation if Satan had dealt directly with Adam? Huh? And do you even know why God said it's not good for man to be alone?
But I thought it was for sex and companionship.
Oh, those are important. But the real reason is that man needed a prayer warrior to do spiritual battle for him.
Oh, then let me tell you that your son is going to die. If your son is really in danger, as you say, then he's going to die. Because me, I don't pray. I am not religious.
Look at her. Me, I don't pray. I am not religious. Bele. Those of us who operate in the spiritual realms love people like you who don't believe. You make it so easy for us to operate.
And why are you not the one protecting him? You're his mother.
Yes, I am his mother, and I protected him until he got married. Now the locus and the responsibility are with you, the wife. I can support you, but I cannot take your place.
So what will happen if I don't pray?
Then he would have to pray for himself. But if he's a man, and men don't like praying. If the two of you don't take cover in God through prayer, we would have to cut his life short.
You know what? I think this is all nonsense.
Hey.
This is all nonsense. And I don't believe in any of this nonsense. Now, if you want to kill your son with witchcraft, go ahead. Kill him. But don't make it any responsibility of mine to protect him from you, his mother. And all of this better be a dream. What is this?
My time is up. You're searching for me. I need to get back before they wonder where I've been. You, before I leave, let me leave you a sign so you don't dismiss this as a dream. You lost a teddy bear 2 years ago when you came to Ghana. You will find it in the soup.
How about, hello, long time no see.
Hey, Esther.
Hi, Professor Danso.
Esther, you are in a wheelchair.
How very observant of you to notice that I'm in a wheelchair. Well done, Dad.
Esther, I mean, what's happened to you? Why are you in that?
Yes.
Well, I was drunk driving and I had an accident.
Oh.
It left me paralyzed from waist down.
Oh.
Was the accident serious?
No, Dad. It wasn't serious at all. It just totally wrecked the car and left me paralyzed waist down. Not a serious accident at all.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Esther. John.
Yes.
I think I asked a stupid question.
Oh, no. No, it wasn't stupid at all. It was just a mixture of idiotic, stupidity, and ignorance. Not stupid at all.
John.
Yes.
Yes, I will leave you.
Well, Effie, I don't feel under. Maybe I drink, but I don't feel under at all. Hey, Effie.
Fifi.
Yes? Oh, where are you going?
Fifi, what is this?
My hanky.
Fifi!
What?
What is this? Hey! Fifi! Fifi!
Did you put this in my pocket?
Does this look like something I wear? Did I put this in your pocket, Fifi?
Baby, slow down. It's hard to let go.
Fifi.
Listen, the music, the memory, and all the loving.
My husband and I come from Ghana.
Ah, Ghana. Don't tell me. Azuma Nelson.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. Kofi Annan. Right. Okay. Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, right. And you guys used to break our hearts at the World Cup.
That was until our players lost their minds in Brazil over money.
Yeah, and you guys carry sackfuls of money to Brazil. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sure I should even tell you what I want to say.
Oh, please carry on. It's medicine, you know.
Well, we come from Ghana and we've been living here for...
An angel?
Oh, my.
I'm very sorry. I was your foot, remember? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So, my wife was not imagining things? She was not losing it?
No, she was giving a special dispensation to see the spiritual.
Huh? So that means my mother and my aunt, they are actually witches trying to destroy me? Hey, and I sent those women...
Yes. Thank you. Young lady, thank you for the special welcome.
You're welcome.
I would like to have a word with you after the ceremony. BBC movement. After the ceremony at home. Yeah. Yes. Yes, hello. Yes, it's working. Yes, we would like to thank the International Academy of Science for agreeing to fit this into the TIDES program. My name is Professor Danso. I'm the Vice Chancellor of the University of Africa, Accra. And this is my colleague, Professor Hardy, my predecessor and one of the most accomplished academics in Africa.
Thank you.
I believe a brief introduction of ourselves is appropriate. Yes. I had my Bachelor of Science degree in the University of Africa, Accra, in mathematics. My first MSc, Special Mathematics, University of London. My second MSc, Chemistry, with a subsidiary in mathematics from the Imperial College of London. My first PhD, Chemical Crystallography, University of Cambridge. Second PhD.
John, we don't have all day. My knees are getting weak.
Yes. I'm a fellow of the Academy of Arts and Science. I'm a fellow of the African Academy of Physics, fellow of the International Council for Science, chairman, Committee of Education.
John, move along.
Yes. Yes. Well, last but not least, a certificate that is dear to my heart. International Professional Certificate in Body Massage from the University of Harvard. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And now, to the main reason why we are here. The University of Africa, Accra, is one of the top universities in Ghana. It was founded in the year the OAU was born in 1963. From a student population of 40, we have increased our numerical strength to 40,789. In addition to liberal arts, social science, basic science, agriculture, and medicine, we also have a graduate school of nuclear sciences, making us one of the few universities on the African continent offering courses in nuclear physics and engineering. Now, at its last council meeting, the governing body of the university unanimously decided to confer an honorary degree on the eminent Professor Ferguson. My colleague here would read a citation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, not as long as he's married to me.
That's who?
I have a right over him. Auntie Sarah, did you tell me that?
Sarah, you told her what? When? Hey. Silly girl. Don't mind her.
I refuse to allow you to hurt him.
Okay. Let's try this your way. You, young lady, comma, are wasting my time. Full stop. Move! Bitch! Get out of here.
Fifi!
Hey, he will not wake up to relief. Hey, is that all you can do to protect your husband?
Dear God, Comma, please do something before they kill my husband. Please don't let them kill my husband. Sight. You evil spirits, go away in Jesus' name.
Sarah! She mentioned that name. I think she didn't know anything.
She doesn't.
When I leave you.
Huh?
Hey.
Wait, what are you talking about? Wait a minute. Did I come home drunk last night?
Yes, you did.
Huh?
You did. And you said the day I leave you, you would go to church and go and give a Thanksgiving offering.
I said that?
Yes, you did.
Ah!
You did, Fifi.
What a terrible thing to say. Alcohol is not good.
Fifi,
Huh?
there is more.
More? Hey, maybe I should sit down.
You should. You accused Professor Darcy of having an affair with me.
Huh?
Yes.
No way. No way.
You did.
Oh, God. Why would I do that? Yay. I owe that man everything. Everything. That man is the most decent man I've ever known. You are the most decent woman I've ever known. How can I accuse the two of you of having an affair?
Fifi,
Huh?
it gets worse.
It gets worse than this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, please, don't tell me I caused him any physical harm or something.
You drove Professor Darcy out of this house.
Oh! I did. Oh, yeah. That man is my mentor. That man picked me from Ghana and gave me this wonderful opportunity. Why would I? Yeah. Ah, wait a minute. Did you say you said you would leave and I said if you left, I would go to church and give offering?
Yes.
Oh, Effie, are you going to leave me?
If you don't stop the drinking and the philandering, yes, I will leave you.
Oh, Effie, I don't philander. Maybe I drink, but I don't philander at all. Hey, Effie.
Fifi.
Yes? Oh, where are you going?
Fifi, what is this?
My hanky.
Fifi!
What?
What is this? Hey! Fifi! Fifi!
Did you put this in my pocket?
Does this look like something I wear? Did I put this in your pocket, Fifi?
Baby, slow down. It's hard to let go.
Fifi!
Music, the memory, and all the loving. The promise I never meant to break them. I never meant to cause so much pain. Don't even let me fade like a shadow in the night. Let's hear my melody. Let's play note for note. Baby, slow down. It's alright. Come on. Baby, slow down. It's alright. Come on. Baby, slow down. It's alright.
leave me.
I am nothing without you in my life. Effie, please, don't leave me. I don't know what comes over me. I don't. Where I'm from, people blame everything on the devil and on witches, and I always dismiss them as losers and deluded. I never thought the day would come when I would not be responsible. I would think I am not responsible for my own actions. Effie, please. Yeah. I must go to Professor Dazi and beg for his forgiveness.
He said he'll come here this morning.
No. He shouldn't come here. I must go and see him. Where are my car keys?
Did you bring your car home last night?
Oh, of course I brought my car home. Where are my car keys?
Don't ask me.
I always leave them here. Then who should I ask?
Hey,
We're
don't
only
ask
two
me.
in this house. Please, give me my car keys or you are not living here.
Don't ask me, Fifi. Hey, now I've stolen your car keys.
Don't move.
Hey. Now he's gotten to.
Hello?
Now I'm a thief. Hey.
Yes, this is Agri, yes. Chuck? Chuck who?
Fifi. No.
Chuck from the strip club?
No.
I did? You do? Oh, yes. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. Bye. I left my car at the strip club. I'm a Nobel Prize laureate, and I left my car at the strip club.
Honey, I have laid the bed. Baby, honey, tomorrow I have a meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow.
Sir? Oh, sweetheart. Here, take this.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Hello, welcome to the 22nd edition of Encore, the Facebook Live platform for talking about all things love, marriage, and sex. They call me Uncle White. I am a playwright and novelist, and I'm also the publisher of a magazine called Rover Report Monthly. I'm also the CEO of Roverman Productions, but I am very much committed to helping you become your best self. Last week, I began a series on what I call Common Sense Marriage. And it is a series it is a series that I'm going to stay with right through the month of August. In this series, I don't intend to teach you anything new, but to remind us all of things we already know, but are either not working with them or have forgotten about them. And it is important that we relearn what we already know because, and listen to this, life does not punish us for what we don't know. Life punishes us for what we know, or for what we should know. So, do make it a point to stay with me right through the month of August for the whole series of Common Sense Marriage, and you'll be amazed at how much you already know about marriage. The only hope is that you would be working with them. So, welcome on board to every one of you, no matter where you're watching us from. We know there are many watching us outside this country. I welcome our friend from Kenya who is watching us. you are welcome. I pray that the outcome of your elections would have only one conclusion, that Kenya would win. And I'm praying that Kenya would win, irrespective of the results. And to all the Ghanaian community outside in Europe and elsewhere, you are welcome. And to everyone else who is joining us, I am happy that you are with us. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to call your friends, you'll be able to invite your friends to like our page and to join us. Now, this episode of Common Sense Marriage is entitled, When I Say I Am Married, or What It Means to Be Married. Many people love to say they are married. Some brag about it and use their marital status to ridicule their friends and colleagues who are not married. But the reality is that very few fully appreciate and live up to what it means to say you are married. So here now is what it means to say you are married. 1, and I'm going to give you 12 points on this, 12 implications of what it means when you say you are married. 1, when I say I am married, I am saying that I am ready and willing to change. In a previous presentation on this platform, I said marriage is a school whose main agenda is to transform you into your best self. So, one of the objectives of marriage is to change you. Have you ever heard of the biblical saying that goes like this: iron sharpens iron? The misunderstandings with your spouse, the conflicts, the petty irritations, the frustrations, all these are part of the process of iron sharpening iron. And they are meant to change you if you let them. But change is never pleasant. Just as sharpening iron is not pleasant to the iron. For instance, if your knife can talk to you when you are sharpening it, you'll be amazed at the screams and the protests that it will make. So, change is never pleasant, but the fact is, change is critical if we are to become our best selves and if we are to realize our fullest potential. So, if you say you are married, but you are not willing to change or make adjustments in your life, then you really don't know what you're talking about. 2, when I say I'm married, I'm saying that my days of independence are over. When you are single, you have only yourself to think about or consider in any decision. Talking about that, you have only yourself to nag when you are single. Your decisions as a single person affect mainly only you. But as soon as you marry, you now have someone to take into consideration in all your decisions, in all your choices, in all your actions. You cannot go wherever you want to go, whenever you want, without reference to your spouse, for instance. You cannot do whatever you like without thinking of how it affects your spouse. And you cannot say anything that comes into your mind without thinking of how your spouse would take it. The good news is that even though your days of independence are over when you marry, your days of real growing have just begun. 3, when I say I am married, then it is my duty to do everything I can to stay attractive to my spouse. We forget that it is attraction that brought us together and brought us into marriage. I saw something in you and about you that I loved and admired, and that made me interested to get to know you better and to decide to spend the rest of my life with you. After marriage, that quest for attraction does not die. Unfortunately, too many people after marriage stop doing whatever they can to stay attractive. Too many married people let themselves go as soon as they find their position secure in marriage. They don't groom themselves as much as they used to. They stop doing the things that made them attractive to their spouse in the first place. Well, that is not fair to your spouse. When you say you are married, you must know that you have somebody to woo for life. You have somebody to woo for life. It is possible that what attracted your spouse to you was your wit and your humor. If that is the case, then continue to find ways of being witty and funny. If what attracted your spouse to you was your open-mindedness, then continue to be open-minded about issues and about people to maintain that attraction or even to increase it. When you stop doing what made you attractive to your spouse, you are undermining your claim that you are married. 4, when you say you are married, you must know that your spouse has a right to make demands on your time. Let me give you a scenario. You have worked for 8 hours, you are tired. All you are thinking of is, I'm going to go home and just take a shower and go to bed. If you're single, you can afford to carry that out. But if you're married, you can't do that. Because you see, waiting for you at home is someone who also has his own agenda for your time. And so you cannot just get home and go straight to bed. Prepare your mind that there's someone who needs your attention and who has a right to it, and you must deliver before you can then go to take your rest. 5, when I say I'm married, I must understand that my body belongs to my spouse. When you marry and your spouse touches you in bed, you cannot throw that hand away. Your spouse has a right to your body, and you must respect that. So, if you are not ready to deliver, don't get nasty. Be nice and negotiate for another time. And whatever time you negotiate for, make sure you perform and deliver on that time. 6, when I say I'm married, I must be sure that I don't value another person over my spouse. There is a disturbing trend I see in marriages now because of technology. A spouse comes home, but he's not really home because he or she is fully engaged, chatting on his or her device with someone else, often someone of the opposite sex. Whenever you give more attention to someone you are not married to more than the person you are married to, you are not being wise. And this is why I'm saying this. You see, in life, anything can happen. You can have a stroke or heart attack during the night. If that happens, who is in the best position to save your life? Your spouse or that person you spent all the time with on your device? You see, being the best spouse you can be to your spouse is the best life insurance there is. Because your spouse, your life really is in the hands of your spouse once you get married. 7, when I say I'm married, I must come to bed smelling good and ready for anything. This goes particularly to couples who sleep on the same bed. And that is the case of the majority of couples. Someone is going to sleep beside you. Make sure that person's sleep is not disturbed because of the foul scent of sweat from your armpit and some other place. A married person must come to bed smelling good, and not just smelling good, but ready for whatever your spouse may want. So, if you are married, you can't come to bed in jeans. No, you can't. It is not enabling. You must come. No, I mean, you can't come to bed. You can't come to bed in something that will be easy for your spouse to maneuver. This is adult language, and I'm sure that to the wise a word is enough. 8, when I say I'm married, I must understand that my spouse is a living being, and so I must be prepared for their moods. There is a certain mischief in life and about life. The day you are in the best mood for sex, that is the day you find that your spouse is upset and in no mood to oblige. The day you want to chat is the day you find that your spouse wants to be left alone. Most of us take these situations very badly, but we don't need to be upset with these. The good news is that you can reduce the incidence of these disappointments if you build a habit of preparing your spouse for your intentions ahead of time. So, you want sex? Don't wait till your spouse comes to bed. Signal your intention ahead of time in sweet ways, not just, hey, I mean, that one doesn't work. But whatever you do, learn to be sensitive and willing to put your needs aside from time to time to minister to the needs of your spouse. Why? Because that person is a living being and has his own issues, his own wahala he is struggling with. 9. When I say I am married, I must know that I have inherited a family through marriage. You cannot marry and insulate yourself from your spouse's family. They are your family now, unless they refuse to have anything to do with you. In which case, don't bother about it. Just get on with your life. 10. When I say I am married, I must constantly add value to myself so that I can increase my value in the marketplace in order to be able to provide for my family. You see, marriage comes with responsibilities and financial obligations. So when you say you are married, let that inspire you to increase your earning capacity. 11. When I say I'm married, I must understand that the institution of marriage is a spiritual one and not just a physical one. If you do not believe in spiritual things, then please don't marry, because marriage is a spiritual institution and a spiritual transaction. Too many people see marriage only at the physical level. But what makes marriage unique and important is that it is first and foremost a spiritual transaction and a spiritual institution. And that is why you should be careful what you do as a married person. You don't, because when you get married, you don't have just your spouse to deal with. You have several entities in the spiritual realm to deal with. If you do not do what is right as a married person, you are in trouble in the spiritual realm. And that is real big trouble. And finally, 12. And I reserved that deliberately for the last, because I didn't want that to scare you. When I say I'm married, I'm not saying that I am free from sexual temptation. But I'm saying that now I have a duty to find a way of overcoming it. Many married people deceive themselves into thinking that they will never have an affair or cheat on their spouses. They are very wrong. The line called affair is very easy to cross, and any one of us can cross it easily. And it doesn't matter whether you were a priest or you are a catechist or you are whoever, you can cross it easily. That is why we need to take measures to protect ourselves, and we also need to create the environment for our spouses so they would find the strength, the grace, and the reason never to cross that line. Well, so there you have it. The second in the series of common sense marriage. And we've been treating when I say I am married, or what it means to be married. And I've given 12 points. I will now pause for your questions. But before the questions come, let me remind you that my next play is called The Comeback. And it will be at the National Theatre here in Accra on the 2nd and 3rd of September. And it will run again the following weekend on the 9th and 10th of September. So I hope that you put it on your calendar to join us. For those of you in Accra, we have a special offer between now and the 19th. We call it the early bird, where you can get a ticket for 60 cedis instead of 80 cedis. And tickets are out there at our usual outlets. They would put the outlets on the screen so that if you are new to our platform, you know where to go to get your ticket. So I'll pause now, and then when I come back, we'll take questions. So let's take a little commercial break.
Thought-provoking, motivational, inspirational, attitude, values, faith, soul-inspiring content, value for money. New Look, the magazine that reports on our values, attitudes, and faith for discerning people. Rover Report Monthly Magazine. Get your copies from all Shell shops, Total shops, and the supermarket near you. Or call 0302-231188 for subscription.
Hello. Thank you for staying with us. I do not take the fact that you are staying with me for granted. I know it takes a lot of investment of your time and of your data, and I appreciate it very much. But do me a favor. Please invite your friends to like my page and to join us so that we can have real conversation. And you can watch this on YouTube. You can watch it on Periscope. And if you miss it, if you want to watch it again, it is also available for you to watch it again. Or if you have friends you would like them to watch, but their schedule do not permit them to watch it real time, let them understand that they can watch the recording of it on Facebook and on YouTube. Well, I have a number of people with me inside here in the zoo, and every now and then they have issues with some of the presentations. So today, I decided that I'll give them the chance so they can interact before we take your questions. So, who's ready to go?
I am.
All right. Okay. Let's take. That is Ken.
Hello.
He's on the market, so he hasn't said when I married you yet. Yeah. Go.
Uncle. There are people who say that this is how I am. You know, I've heard females who say that I roll better with guys, and if you have to learn to be used to that, so that it shouldn't become a problem when we get together. What happens there? Do we learn to accept everything, or some things need to be cut?
Remember what I said? Marriage will change you, and that is non-negotiable. You go into marriage and say, that's how I am. You will be unhappy every day. Marriage will change you. But the good news is that if you let it, you become happier and more fulfilled. So don't be afraid of changing. And the changes that you need to make are useful changes. So that is that. Okay. Yes, the young lady you are seeing on your screen now is Abiziga. Again, Abiziga cannot say when I say I'm married. She is going to say if. Okay, Abiziga, let's go.
Okay, so Uncle, if he says my size attracted him and my natural hair attracted him, and after I get married, I decide to cut my hair short and lose some weight to fit in other fancy clothes, who wins this one?
No, negotiation. That's why I said you've got to learn to negotiate. So you can't just get up and say, I'm going to do this. You've got to discuss it with him and let him get his buy-in into what you intend to do. But ladies, let me say something that would offend a few people. When you meet a man who says, I like natural, I like your natural hair, I like the fact that you don't put on makeup, I like the fact that you don't put on high heels, that is a stingy man. He doesn't want to spend. That is a stingy man. He doesn't want to spend.
No, Uncle. This one.
Ken, shut up. The guy knows that when you do your hair, He's admiring with other people, but he doesn't want to spend. So he said, oh, keep your hair natural. You continue keeping your hair natural. Before you realize he's gone for somebody else who doesn't keep it natural. Listen, please. Some of these statements I make lightheartedly. So please, if you have constipation, don't come here. We keep it light, but we keep it real as well. So the person you are seeing, the next person you are going to see is Ronnie. Ronnie is famous for 2 weeks ago being put on the spot and he went dry. Today he's found his voice. Thank God. Ronnie, what do you have?
Yes, Uncle Ebo, you know, you mentioned that family play an integral role in the family when you're married.
Yes, if the family wants you to.
Yes.
But you must understand that I have inherited a family.
A family.
I am part of the family now. So on your part, do whatever you can to build a very good relationship with your in-laws.
You know, sometimes your family may tend to invade more into your house and try to be so much on your wife or your spouse. Their intervention sometimes is unnecessary, and yet you need it. How do you able to combine?
In marriage is a teamwork, but this is the team. You, the man, deal with your family and draw the line for them. You, the woman, deal with your family and draw the line for them. I have said on this platform that if you enter any couple's home, no matter what your relationship is to one of the members of partners of the parties, you must understand you've entered into someone's home. Behave yourself. Whether you are a parent or a sibling, behave yourself. But it behoves on the one whose relatives have come in to draw the line for them and to make sure that they don't cross the line, because it is very irritating when they don't respect your privacy and try to do what they are not expected to do. All right. Do we have any questions? Kwesi. Kwesi himself.
Yes.
All right. So they're trying to position Kwesi. It tells you how important he is. We don't know how to position him so you can see him. We want you to see Kwesi. That's why we are struggling. Okay. All right, Kwesi, go.
Uncle, does change means compromising to suit a situation in marriage?
Marriage is full of compromises. But when the compromise becomes only one way, then it becomes cheating. I hope you understand. The compromise must be two-way. So I compromise sometimes, but you must also compromise because you are also not perfect. Yes, but marriage, in the process of the change, there would be compromises and adjustments, and that is all part of the institution called marriage. Well, thank you very much. I think the creatures in my zoo are comfortable. They've had their say, so now we can have this thing.
We single boys. We like women who wear heels.
Uncle Ibo, we have a rebuttal from the Natural Hair Association people. You see, there is a general natural hair campaign.
Ken,
Uncle Ibo.
Give me the name of your girlfriend. If there's no one, just say none.
Okay, we'll go for a commercial break.
You continue promoting the Natural Hair Association, and you will miss. All right, let's go. Kauta, do we have any questions?
Well, Uncle Bo, Dorcas says, Uncle, it looks like it will take a lot of discipline and maturity to practice these points that you are preaching.
Yeah, Dorcas, marriage, that's why you shouldn't enter, people should not start the marriage too lightly. Unfortunately, there's a certain generation who do not appreciate the challenge called marriage, and so they run into it without any deep consideration. And if you're a single person out there, don't let anyone force you into marriage until you know you are ready and until you know you found the right person. With marriage, half a loaf is not better than none. Just make sure you found a person with whom you want to spend the rest of your life. And if you haven't found that person, wait. It is worth waiting. All right. Is there any?
Okay, Uncle. Alfred Watson says, Uncle, I have a friend who's been married for 5 years, but is close to his friends, and his wife is not in Ghana. Whenever the wife comes to Ghana, he still does the same thing. What should I tell my friend?
Tell him to grow up and to stop living like a single person. Unfortunately, too many married people want and insist on living like single people. If so, sometimes you wonder, then why did you marry at all? Marriage, you have responsibilities. Please rise up to it. Remember what I said, marriage is a spiritual institution. If you do not live up to your responsibilities as a married couple, things will not go too well for you in your life. Don't take this for granted.
Good day, Uncle. With the help of God and a lady friend, I have been able to survive and forgive my husband's cheating affair. My husband is still in his quiet mood. We hardly talk now. I have tried all I can. I think it's too much, so I decided to behave like him. He complains to his friend that he is sure I have a bad plan to pay him back. That's why he's afraid and thinking. But I don't know. I don't have that in mind. Please, what should I do?
Well, don't behave like him. Be yourself. Don't let him change you. Don't let your husband make you less than who you are. So continue being the kind of person that you are, and affirm and assure him as much as you can. And if you want to bring third parties in to help the two of you navigate this very difficult terrain, don't hesitate to do that. I think it will help the two of you. And I continue to pray that your marriage will see a revival, that the trust will be restored, that he will do better next time, and that your marriage will get better.
Uncle, Manifua says, Chai, Mr. Edimado. Uncle says, I have the right to demand your time. You hear?
Oh my goodness. Well, Adam. Adam is one of my sons, and his wife has got him now. Well, yes, Imam, you are right. You have a right to my son's time because you are his wife. And if he's not delivering, you let me know. I'll call and blast him.
Is it advisable to put relationship status on Facebook?
What does that mean?
It's complicated. So on Facebook,
yes,
there's a feature that allows you to indicate your relationship status, whether you are single, you are married, you are complicated, it's open, any of those.
It's complicated a relationship status.
According to Facebook. According to Facebook.
Complicated. What does that mean?
We have to ask Facebook.
No, you don't know whether you're in a relationship or not.
According to Facebook, yes.
Yeah, your generation is strange. Your generation is strange.
I'm sure very soon we'll have uncertain.
Well, it's your generation. I think once you are sure of the relationship, why not?
From Frank. How long should one wait after divorce before remarrying?
Oh, those things cannot be. They cannot be legislated. It depends on you. It depends on what the divorce has been, the process of it. It depends on who it is that you're getting to know better. But don't rush into this. Learn your lessons fully. Divorce means the choice you made was wrong. Something went wrong with the choice. So don't, and the chances are that you are likely to repeat the same thing. So learn your lesson, become a different person before you go into it again. Because those who divorce are likely to divorce a second time.
Uncle, Ezekiel Johnson says, you are on point, Uncle Ebo. Marriage is a voluntary union, so no one should be forced into marriage, and no one should allow themselves to be forced into marriage. God bless you for your expert knowledge.
And and I wish every single person, especially the ladies, would hear that and note that. Don't let anyone pressure you into marriage. Deliberately decide to marry. Don't marry because of circumstances. If you are marrying, let it be because you want to do this. And you find a person you want to do it with.
Uncle Papa J. Capitano says, Uncle Ebo, you just...
Listen, there's only one person in Ghana who is qualified to use Papa J. So, Capitano, please advise yourself. In Ghana, we recognize only one Papa J. Yeah.
All right, so he says, Uncle Ebo, you just summarized a 6-month counseling program without any stress and Bible verse. God bless you.
Capitano, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that is why I say that those who are counselors should join us on this platform, and also encourage those they counsel. They are counseling to join us on this platform too, so we can all learn, so we can all build a community of better people.
From Ellie on our YouTube. Okay, when the conversation goes dry in marriage, how does one arouse it? Because it's one of the reasons married people keep chatting with outsiders.
Ellie, let no married person deceive you by calling you and saying that I am talking to you because I can't talk to my wife. If you ever become his wife, he will say the same thing about you to another person. That person is lying. He's looking for an escape. Let him face the reality. He's a boy who doesn't want to grow and is running away from what he ought to do to make him grow. So it is not true. It is not true that the conversation runs dry. How come it runs dry in marriage, but it doesn't run dry with you? So let no married person deceive you about this. It's all right. Oh, and whilst we are at it, ladies, the men who call you and say, my wife is not treating me fine, I am miserable and things like that, tell them, you made that choice. Live with it. Don't become the escape clause for them. You deserve better than that. You are not escape. Yes.
All right, Uncle Hammond says, should I forgive her after cheating on me twice and confessing?
Yeah.
I saw again on her WhatsApp that she is cheating.
First, I think it's gone beyond you forgiving. This is the point to bring in others to help the two of you discuss this. Find out exactly what is going on. Because twice, it means that twice is what you know. How do you know that it isn't 3 or 4 or 5? So bring in others so that accountability can be enforced. Possibly his parents, your pastor, anyone to help her. She has an issue. She has a problem. And I wish that you'll find someone who can help her overcome that problem.
From Berry, Uncle Ebo, who is the right one, and how do you know he's the right one?
No, that one cannot. I don't think that anyone can tell you that, but you will know. When you meet the right one, you will know. If you're asking the question, it means you haven't met the right one. But if we have to give some principles, the right one must respect you. The right one must cherish you. The right one must value you for who you are, not just for sex and for your body. There is a quote that I would like you to burn into your mind. It says this: the right one, no man is worth crying over. But once you find the right man, he will also not make you cry. No man is worth crying over, but when you find the right man, he will not give you cause to cry. Think about that.
Uncle, Mimilia Redu says, Uncle Ebo, my regards to Auntie Sandra.
All right. She's watching, so she's heard it.
Then Vivian Boateng says, Papa Ejay Boateng, I hope you are watching.
Is he in Ghana? Oh, no, okay. On this platform, he can watch wherever he is. So
And then Gifty Rachel Amatefio says, hey, good news, oh, I have the right to run his time, oh.
Gifty, not just his time, his body. And that is a lot of body.
And then Adam Yao Edimado comes back and says, it is always one-sided, oh.
Adam, you know you are going to be in trouble for this sitting, right?
All right, so Nanake asks a question. He says, how best do you give your spouse your best of time? Because sometimes we feel the same way the ladies do, if not most of the time.
I agree. And that's why it is a two-way thing. It is a two-way thing. That's a fair point.
Uncle Ellie is back. She says, Uncle, me, I don't chat married men, no. Just thought to ask a question I had. Me, my issue is that he's proper criffy, no chemistry, so I don't know whether to go or come.
Ellie, you and I have a talk to do, and I know you've been wanting us to have this talk. We should have had it on the way from Kumasi. Unfortunately, we didn't have it, but I promise you we'll have this talk. Don't write the criffy off. You may be amazed at how crazy he is, and he can be. So don't write him off.
Nanekia says, Uncle Ebo, natural hair is very expensive to keep.
Nana, if you think it is expensive to keep, try the other one. I understand, but when you keep it low, no, I think it is lower maintenance than some of the ones we see.
Uncle Cynthia says, Uncle, you are looking good.
Cynthia, thank you very much.
Uncle, when do I build relationship with my future in-laws? Is it during the courtship stage? From Nana.
It helps during the courtship phase. Again, you can do so much, but the rest is also up to them. If they are not opening up and if they are not accommodating, you just continue being pleasant. But there's a limit to what you can do. But have the open mind. This is my family now. I need to build a better relationship with them.
Mamia Kosia Boatima says, is it right for your mother-in-law to decide in your marriage what you and your husband do?
No, she doesn't have the right, but it's up to your husband to stop the mother. So your husband must stop his mother and let her respect your marriage and your space.
Uncle Ebo, what should you do if your spouse is hiding the fact that he is married and having an affair with another woman? Abena.
Wait. He's married to you, but he's out there in town giving the impression that he's not married. Let people confront him. Confront him with evidence if you have any.
Now, Freeman says, Uncle, if your partner consistently comes home late, that is after 9 p.m., you've tried speaking with him and even involved some adults, but he will not change. What do you do?
Have you discovered what he does that keeps him out for that late? Find out. And also look at the environment at home and see whether it could be improved to make it a little bit more welcoming. But first, look for understanding what is keeping him out there late.
Zara Dingo says, Uncle, can one marry without the consent of the parents?
Ideally, no. But if push comes to shove, yes. Once you are adults, you can. But be careful. Do everything you can to get the blessings of your family before you take the step. It's the reason why I have never. There's something I question. You know, adults are going to get married, and the pastor asks the question, "Who gives this woman a son out in marriage?" That question is wrong, and we need to stop asking it. They are a couple. They are adults. They have a right to marry, but let us always seek to bring in the family first. It is good for you because you see, when there's a crisis, you would like to depend on the family. You would like to fall back on the family, and you don't want the family to say, "We don't know you."
From Eunice.
Hold on. I think I can see Connison holding Elijah holding the mic.
Uncle.
No. He doesn't want to. They will hear the voice.
Okay.
Let's go.
What I'm in relation to leaving the family or not having not leaving the family before, or having a family or not having a family before you can get married. Okay, it says a man shall leave his or her family, his family, and then get married to a woman.
Yes. So what are you saying?
You just said you don't necessarily need the family to get
as
married.
adults, yes, you have a right to get married by yourselves. When you bring the family in, it is good because you want a community, you want the support system, especially here in Ghana and in Africa. So if you can bring them on, it's an additional comfort, it's an additional resource. So why do you want to deprive yourself of that? And the biblical thing about a man leaves his wife and the two and be joined to his wife and the two become one flesh, I think it is something we would explore in detail on one of these days. So.
Uncle, I know someone who has turned his wife into a natural woman by chasing everything unnatural.
Wow. All right, no comment.
Pretty Sika says, this message came in time. Thank you, Uncle Ebo. Please, do you have counseling sessions?
Pretty, I wish I could afford it, but unfortunately, the demands on my time make it impossible to do that. Not that I don't value it, and it's because of that, because of the limit on my time, that is why I put this platform out, so that you can revisit the presentations over and over and be blessed.
Uncle, if your partner consistently comes home late, that is after 9 p.m., you've tried speaking with him and even involved some adults.
You just read that one, so go on to the next one.
Go on. Uncle, I have not dated before. What should I look out for before I make the bold decision? I am from the old school. I want to marry right. Help me.
All right. The first thing is always think of yourself first. Are you the best? Are you the right person? Are you the right partner? So don't look for somebody who will bring something to you. Think of what you can bring to another person, and you would attract. You see, we attract what we are. So if you're a good person, you attract a good person. And I pray that you find someone who would make all the years that you've waited worthwhile. So all the best.
Abigail says, Uncle Ebo, if marriage is a spiritual union, at what point can divorce be accepted? Is it only by adultery, or when you feel you made the wrong choice, I can just quit?
Trust me, if you quit one marriage because you feel you made the wrong choice, you will quit the second one also because you will feel you made the wrong choice. Sometimes we feel we've made the wrong choice because we don't want to deal with the challenges that is coming our way. When marriage is compelling us to change, then we want to run away from it. So hang in there. If you made the wrong choice, did your partner also make the wrong choice? So live up to the choice you've made.
Uncle, please, my lady doesn't want me to be hyping her, not to introduce her to my family and friends. She gets bored when I post her pictures on my status and my DP.
The chances are that this relationship is crowded. She may have some other fans, and she hasn't quite made up her mind. So she doesn't want to close her options yet. Have a chat with her. You may be walking on very, very treacherous grounds.
Natalie Ejewa says, 28 years, done with my education and working. The pressure is too much for my family to get married. Please, I need your help.
Don't listen to them, Natalie. Don't listen to any one of them. And in the meantime, fill your life. Make your life full. Make your life full. And I respect the fact that 28 years, done a lot of education and pursuing your career. I wish you all the best. And if God brings, if you decide to settle down, I pray God will bless you with a remarkable person with an incredible person who will make your heart sing every day. And I wish that for you, Natalie, and for all the wonderful young ladies out there who are keeping themselves pure.
Andrew Adote says, if only there was an app that detects the right one, it would be more popular than WhatsApp.
Oh, Andrew, maybe, why don't you try and develop one, Andrew? You become a millionaire. You become a billionaire. Yes, if only there was an app like that. But then, of course, why, if only there were apps for all kinds of things in life. An app to know what is on the mind of a woman. I think that would be wonderful. And I'm sure the women are also saying, we also want an app to know what is in the heart of a man. Except that...
It's full of viruses.
Someone is saying that we'll have to create an antivirus for those apps as well. But yes, it is a cry. I see in that question a wish that life was simpler. No, life is simple, but life is not easy. And don't look for it to be easy.
Uncle, can I marry someone with 1 year difference in terms of age? Or is there any reasonable age difference one should consider?
No, it depends on the two of you, and nobody can legislate that. So 1 year difference, I don't see the big deal. 5 year difference is up to the two of you. It's up to the two of you.
Well, very closely related. Ohima also asks, Uncle, does age really matter in marriage? And what are you supposed to do when your parents do not like your partner?
When your parents don't like your partner, find out the reason why they don't. One reason you shouldn't accept is when they come to you with a tribal reason. He's a fanti. We don't like fantis in our house. I'm not using the kind of tribe that people object to the most. So let me use my tribe. No. If it's a tribal answer, that is not something you should abide by. But otherwise, find out why don't you like him and bring other people to help them. Because it is possible they see something in that person you don't see. So try and understand. Because you see, at my level, all I need is to sit down 5 minutes with the boy you want to marry or the girl you want to marry, and I can tell you whether he's the right one or not. Whether I will tell you what I have seen is another matter.
All right. Ezekiel Johnson says, Dear Uncle Ibo, if you have concrete in flagrant delicto evidence that your husband or wife has cheated, what is the best way to go about it? Should you confront them? Should you forgive and forget? Should you consult a counselor or church elders? Please enlighten us.
Ezekiel, I haven't had my lunch, so big English I don't understand. So keep it simple, my brother. Hey, why? You have the dictionary in your mind or something? Evidence, confront the person. But make sure your evidence is conk, because the person is likely to deny as a first line of defense. And then bring others in, let them see the evidence, and let them confront him or her for you.
Akofa Uncle says, Uncle, can a man who was cheating before marriage and continue cheating during the marriage ever stop? And can the lady who has been cheated on find solace in another man?
In other words, can the lady who has been cheated upon retaliate? An eye for an eye. Or you know be so. This man is sick. He is sick. Now, any man who is a serial affair into serial affairs or a serial adulterer is sick. He needs treatment. And I hope you get treatment for him.
From Vivian, Uncle, please, what should one do if your spouse is being distant and fails to share his or her problems?
If it's a man, he may not be distant. He may just be a man. When men are dealing with difficult issues, they run into a cave. They go and hide. So he doesn't want to talk about it. We talk about our issues only when they are no longer major issues. That's why we love sports. Sports is not an issue. That's why we talk about it. Well, that's true. That's why we love sports. Sports has nothing to do with me. You know, I can be very passionate about Manchester or about Real Madrid or Barcelona because I don't have a cousin in there. I don't have a brother in there. I don't have a father in there. I don't have a sister in there. It means nothing to me. I can be passionate about discussing Messi and Ronaldo, who is the best footballer, because they don't mean anything to me. Men don't talk about things that mean a lot to them. So be patient and somehow create an environment so that he can trust you enough to talk to you. And when a man opens up to you, never use what he says against you or he will shut up again.
Hello, Uncle. My husband insists I purchase food items from his mother's shop, but I am not comfortable with it. What do I do?
You are the one who goes to do the shopping. He should stop telling you where to go and shop.
Uncle, from a distressed wife. I have been married for 4 years and my husband has never asked for sex. I'm always the one asking for sex. He just doesn't care. Even seducing him won't work. Trapped in sexless marriage. Uncle, your advice.
You come for me.
No, they are not laughing at you. They are laughing at the comment someone made here. Someone was offering his services. I said that we don't know him as a gigolo. So I don't see how that will work. Oh, my sister, I mean, this is so sad. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Can you bring a counselor in to help the two of you? Bring your pastor, bring your people, your parents, or his parents. And I hope the situation turns around. I really hope so.
Uncle, is it acceptable for your husband to keep his wedding ring off for more than 2 months with the excuse that he just wants to? In fact, the issue of being submissive should only be demanded of the husband who also does what is expedient. My thoughts.
All right. You see my hand. I've been married for 43 years. I don't have my band on. It's become a talking point in my house. We are still negotiating and talking about it. My position is that not a big deal. Not a big deal. I understand the significance of it. But this is my personal position that I talk about my marriage wherever I go. So it's not as if I'm hiding the fact that I'm married. So for me, not a big deal. So what I'm saying is that you've asked the wrong question, this question. Unless it is my wife asking the question and posing as somebody else. In which case, I'm sure when we get home, we'll continue the discussion.
Uncle from Alfred. Uncle, I love my wife so much, but sometimes she asks me, she asks me if I love her. What should I do to remove that thing from her mind?
No, you've asked the wrong question. The right question is, what should you do to find the grace to say it more often? You will never get it out of her mind. So, whenever she asks you, oh yes, find all kinds of creative ways of saying yes to that question, and you'll make her happy. All right, but she will never stop asking you that question, and she will never stop wondering whether you still love her.
Uncle, this one is an opportunity to clarify. Mame Labi says, I don't agree with you on this one, Uncle. The reason why pastors ask that is because parents should be involved in the marriage. Please, we need family.
I will not argue this. I've stated my position on the matter.
Uncle, my past experience is influencing my choices now. I see all men as such. What can I do?
It's good to be guided by your experiences, but learn the real lessons from them and not the wrong lessons. And I think that, yeah, be guided by them, by all means. But remember, people deserve a chance to be themselves and to prove that they are different from the people who mess you up.
Uncle, from Andrew Adote, can tit be for tat?
That's the English language, isn't it? Tit is for tat. All right, let's go on.
Hello, Uncle. Is it okay for two adults from different religions to marry?
I have met. Oh, this week I met a couple from different religions. One Muslim, the other Christian, and their chemistry was fantastic. I've seen marriages that have worked, even though there are differences in their religious background. But you must understand the challenges as well. You must understand the challenges as well, because it's not automatic that it will work. The fact that you have different religions can put a lot of pressure on your marriage. So just be aware.
Uncle Makosia, Uncle, please, I have been in a relationship with him for a year now. He hasn't introduced me to his family yet, but I did. I have asked him on 2 occasions to do some kind of introduction. He gives me a lot of excuses, like my mom will give me pressure when she finds out that I am in a relationship. So I should please wait for a while. Uncle, what do I do now? Should I still continue this relationship or stay away from it?
I don't think that he's ready. I think that 1 year is too soon, really. So you take your time, but don't take this relationship too far until he's had the decency to introduce you to the parents.
All right, Uncle. Jerry Nyamiche says, Uncle, I have this mindset that makes me not get involved in too many relationships. The couple of ladies I have dated, when I ask them, apart from sex, what else do you offer in a relationship? I see they don't have anything to offer. And also I asked a girl that I was dating with that she should help me to wash my cloth one day. And her reply is that those things are for married people only. And I also told her, then giving money and helping you is also for married people only. And she got angry.
The answer you gave her was the right one, and the answer she gave you was also correct. But stop asking what they bring to marriage. The question is, what do you bring to marriage? It's not just their sex. They may bring some protection for over you spiritually. That may surprise you. So, but yes, washing the clothes of the boy you are dating is not on. Neither is giving your girlfriend chop money on. Oh, and the other way around. The ladies who are earning money, stop giving your boys who are not working money.
All right. Jacqueline Nelson says, my guy lost his dad and he says he wants to be alone. But I feel he needs a shoulder to lean on because he's really heartbroken. I called him and he keeps saying he wants to be alone. It got to a time he got angry. What should I do?
Jacqueline, respect that. He's serious about it. Respect it. It may come across to you as shutting you off. He's struggling with this. He's deeply wounded. Give him the space. He will come out of that. But in the meanwhile, you create the environment that would enable him to come out whenever he needs to come out. In other words, when he comes out and is talking to you, don't give him attitude because he didn't invite you into this. Losing a father is a big deal for a man. Give him the time to mourn. You can't be part of his pain. He won't let you be.
Uncle, we have quite a lengthy one. So I chanced on a message on my husband's phone about filing a divorce. I showed him the text and asked, "Hun, what is this?" He got very furious. I called our pastor who came home to talk to him. He made him aware our issues do not warrant a divorce. He should not bring mothers and aunties into the marriage. My husband insisted he cannot do that. That's why he's leaving me to find my happiness. He can't make me happy, and that's why he's leaving. Now he moved out of the bedroom. He doesn't talk to me. 2 months now. I had a baby just a week ago, and things are terrible.
Wow.
He said things to the family, and they don't talk to me too. Except when I delivered. He comes to my room, picks the baby up, saying he is going to bath it. How? A week-old baby, your first child. I'm at a point I'm fed up. Just waiting for the divorce letter to take it up from there. Please advise me. This cold treatment is crazy.
Oh, it is crazy, and I am heartbroken by what you are going through, and especially now, nursing a week-old baby and having to deal with all these challenges. My goodness, nobody should have to go through this. Nobody needs to go through this. I'm at a loss, really. I don't know what to say about this. I can only pray that God will give you the strength, the comfort, and the guidance to know what you need to do. I wish you all the best.
Andrew says, I like how Uncle tries to control his facial expressions when the hard messages come.
Andrew, when you mean
And then Bridget says, but the Bible says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Yes, Bridget, I know what the Bible says.
Hello, Uncle. My cousin has not heard from from the husband who resides in Italy for 3 years now. If she wants to hear any info about him, she has to go to his elder brother. Recently, we got to know that he is living with another woman in Italy, and they even have a child together.
Wow.
She has now involved the family, and he says he will call, but still hasn't. It's been 3 months now. Do you think it's time for her to leave? Everyone says she should be patient, but I feel he is just not interested. What should she do?
Wow. Well, I wish I knew what happened when she informed her people about what she knows. Because the process is this. Inform your people, they should go to his people and ask them and tell them to ask their son to clarify the situation. And then on the basis of that, the family would advise her. So go through the process, and I hope the process works well for you.
Juliet Akakpo says, so Uncle, why can't men just say, I love you? Why do they have to wait for the woman to cry and whine and prompt? And even after that cry, it's not guaranteed that they will say it. You know we love to hear it. So just say it.
The point is that we don't know you love to hear it. It takes a program like this to tell the men. And it is not easy to, because for us, we know we love you. So what's the point of making of repeating it? But it is good for men to know that women love to hear it. It is also good for the women to know he may not say it, but he loves me.
From Adam. Uncle, my lady keeps asking for a promise ring, although our wedding is just at the corner. I see it's not necessary. Please advise.
I agree with you. But it depends on what you mean by your wedding is around the corner. Well, which corner? How long do you have to go? But I agree with you.
From Nilami. Uncle, over the period I have become very private in sharing personal life with my family. Thing is, my family people question why I don't share anything with them. Problem is they talk to my spouse, and since they are female conversing, my spouse does tell them everything, and I come across as keeping stuff from the family, since we all live in different states. My family think my spouse is brainwashing me. Truth is, I've grown very quiet and reserved. I'm more worried about my career as a CPA and my raising my daughter. Is it wrong to keep to myself?
Oh, by the way, congratulations for being a CPA. It is not easy to pass those exams. So well done, and all the best. No, you know the situation you are dealing with, and maybe your being silent is to protect yourself. So, but engage them from time to time. Don't let them feel that you've cut them off completely. You can engage with them without having to say too much about what's going on in your life. So keep the relationship going. But all the best, and have an incredible career as a CPA.
From Beatrice. Uncle, what do you do to show a man you love him? Because if you don't talk, you are cheating. When you talk too much, you are a talkative. Uncle, please advise me because I'm getting fed up.
Wow. All right. It looks like you are in a no-win situation, isn't it? Be yourself. That's all I can say. Just do what is comfortable with you. So if for you it's talking, just keep talking. Let him call you talkative. It doesn't matter. But why would he call you? Why would he think you are cheating when you keep quiet? He should. This gives me. I think it comes across as somebody who is insecure with you, and I hope he will get a little bit more secure in the relationship.
Mame Chan, thank you, Uncle. Please, my elderly sister told me once that one thing men don't like is to be telling them about issues in your family, as in the lady's family. Is it true?
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Yes. It is. No, I don't know about that. Let me not comment on that. Okay. I think we are. Hey, you guys, we are. Well, I'd like to thank you very much for staying with us. I hope it's been useful to you. Remember, every Friday at 12:30 GMT, we do this. Today, we continue with our series on common sense marriage. And the subtitle was, When I Say I Am Married. And in that, I was just treating what it means to be married. And I gave 12 points. I said, when I say I'm married, I am saying that I am ready and willing to change. 2, when I say I'm married, I am saying that my days of independence are over. 3, when I say I am married, I have to do everything I can to continue to stay attractive to my spouse. 4, when I say I am married, I must know that my spouse has a right to make demands on my time, and it made a few ladies very, very happy. When I say 5, when I say I'm married, I must understand that my body belongs to my spouse. 6, when I say I'm married, I must be sure that I don't value another person over my spouse. When I say I'm married, I must come to bed smelling good and ready for anything my spouse may desire. 8, when I say I'm married, I must understand that my spouse is a living being, and so I must be prepared for their moods. 9, when I say I'm married, I must know that I have inherited a family through the marriage. 10, when I say I'm married, I must constantly add value to myself so that I can increase my value in the marketplace. 11, when I say I am married, I must understand that the institution of marriage is a spiritual one and not just a physical one. And finally, 12, when I say I am married, I am not saying that I am free from sexual temptation, but I'm saying that I now have a duty to find a way of overcoming it. May God bless and keep you. May God sustain your marriages. For those of you who share the issues with us, may God, who heard these issues, help you deal with them in the best possible way. For those who are not married, may God give you fulfillment even in your single days. Stay blessed and see you again, hopefully, next Friday. And remember to prepare for my show. It's on the 2nd and 3rd of September, and the title is The Comeback. Stay blessed.
Hello. They call me Uncle Ebo White. I am the CEO of Roman Productions, but I'm also very much committed to helping you become your better self. Your better self. You see, nobody goes into a love relationship to be miserable. We go into a love relationship to make each other happy and to be happy. May God bless and keep you. Bless and keep you. Bless and keep you. May God bless and keep you. Bless and keep you. Bless and keep you happy. I'd like to thank you very, very much for joining us today. Remember, be happy, and may your love life be sweet.